Kia ora everyone. In today's ASMR session, I will be closely whispering and talking to you to prepare you for sleep and to make you more comfortable and relaxed. We will create a simple hairstyle with 2 braids today, and we will use ribbons. I haven't used ribbons for a while, so today is the day. And of course, first of all, just brush Kaylene's hair. I'm going to use this brush with soft bristles. First on her hair to detangle it. I'm just going to use it lightly and slowly, barely touching the hair. I'm going to move to this side as well. Hovering almost the brush over the hair. And from this side, lightly collecting the hair at the back, like so, and it just shines in the light. And we will play with some small sections as well for your enjoyment and relaxation. And of course, to the front and adjust the hair at the front as well. Going to use this small brush for the front. And bringing the hair towards her face. Brushing it again slowly and seeing whether it's changing how shiny the hair is, or it would probably change how relaxed you are. And with every brush stroke, you will become more and more relaxed. And there's nothing that bothers you anymore. Everything has disappeared. And you're happy to just let go of everything and enjoy the moment of relaxation. This wonderful, pleasant moment of relaxing brushing and my voice and my whisper. So I think the hair is now brushed and we can start with braiding and using the ribbons. Going to change how Kayleen is positioned here to better access the back of your head for nice braid. Here I'm going to braid 2 Dutch braids, and we're going to join them in one ponytail, very low ponytail, and we will use some ribbons to decorate that hairstyle. First I'm going to section the hair. I'm going to use this pointed brush. It's not going to be perfect, but this is purely for your relaxation. So I will mostly focus on providing tingles for you. I will start with this side, picking up a tiny section here, using my plastic comb that I got in Australia when they lost my bag, and they gave me this case with some accessory items, and of course there was a toothbrush and the comb that you've seen. Not sure, I don't remember what else was there, but it was quite a big bag. I think there was also a t-shirt in there, like a white, plain white t-shirt, which was very handy to have as they lost everything I had. It was the time when I moved to New Zealand, so I didn't have anything else, I only had that one bag. They found it later on, so everything turned out to be fine. Just like many other things in life, they just resolve, and you don't even need to worry about them. Of course, you need to do certain steps to make sure that whatever you want is going to happen. For example, if I only relied on fortune and didn't go to the customer service in the airport, didn't tell them that my bag is lost, I would have never found it. You still need to do certain things to ensure that the luck is on your side. I'm going to continue braiding. As I said, we will join those braids together. So whatever happens, make sure you do all the right things to create a better situation for yourself. But when you did everything that is required from you, just let it go. And trust that it will be resolved, because your intention choice means that you will be more relaxed when choosing it. I'm just going to start braiding that one. And it will be quite close. Just like so. Just picking up those strands of hair from the sides, incorporating them into the braid. And moving on to put another section in. Just combining all of those loose strands into one braid. But we don't need to worry about it too much because we are going to combine them. Now I'm going to combine them like so. And then we will remove elastics. And now I'm removing those silicone tights, and we are going to have a ponytail with two braids joined together. Look at how beautiful this is. And of course I'm going to run the